Hey guys, my name is Amelia and today I'm going to show you how to make my favorite salad. It is the Greek salad. So, let's get on with the video. Okay, hi guys, so I had to switch camera angles so that you can see what I'm doing. I also didn't use like a filter for my voice, so that's why I sound normal now. So, I'm going to show you what you need. So, you need a knife to cut up your, vegetables. You need a big spoon and you need a small spoon. You need feta. You need tomatoes, some radishes, a cucumber, some lettuce. You can't really see that, that's really big, but just some lettuce. Olive oil, a glass, some oregano. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but you get what I mean. Some salt, and last but not least, some pepper. Okay, so I start off with making like the dressing, so that's why you need the glass. So in the glass, I'm gonna put some olive oil in it. I don't really use measurements, I just kind of eyeball it. This should be enough, maybe a little bit more. Okay, that should be enough. Then I add, like this much of salt, just in there. And then I'm just gonna grind the pepper. And that's the pepper, and I'm just gonna kind of put that in there. Like, I don't really measure anything, I just kind of eyeball it. And believe me, it turns out amazing every single time. Now I'm gonna add the oregano, and I'm also just gonna eyeball it just about there. And that's why you need a small spoon, because you're going to just mix it around. And I like to do this first so that it can kind of sit and infuse itself. So I'm just going to leave that to the side. And now we're going to get on with cutting everything. Okay, so I just tidied it away and I put away all the stuff that I already used. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to peel the cucumber. I know you can eat the skins, but I don't really like to do that. So I'm just going to peel it and be right back. Okay, so I peeled my cucumber. It's all nice and ready. And I'm going to cut it up. So I just half it and then I cut it up. My cutting skills are not like amazing. I just kind of cut for myself. So they're not going to be like awesome. So don't hate on me or anything for my cutting skills. And make sure if you're like little and you don't know how to use a knife that you do ask an adult for help. That's what they're there for, so that you don't get cut in something like that. So now I'm going to just cut my tomatoes. Make sure you wash them, and I just kind of eyeball the tomatoes as well. Like, I'll kind of see. This is just a serving for like 2 people, 3 people, so I mean it can be a serving for 10, but I'm making it for 3 people. So I think I'll use about 5 tomatoes. I'm just going to wash them. Okay, so I washed my tomatoes and now I'm just going to cut them. So I'll just quarter them, or whatever you want to cut them into quarters. And I love tomatoes. You can never have enough tomatoes. My brother hates them, but I love them, especially if they're like baby tomatoes. I love them. Sorry, I'm kind of off camera. I don't really have space on the cutting board again. So now I'm just going to place everything in a big bowl. Okay, so that's how it looks like in the bowl now. Also, you can add what you want. You can take out, if you don't like cucumbers, if you don't like tomatoes, you can substitute them. But this is what I do to make this Greek salad. So, be free to add whatever you like. So now, we're gonna, oh, you also need spring onions. I kind of forgot to tell you that, but just add a couple spring onions. So now I'm just gonna cut them up. Okay, so now my spring onion is cut, and what you can do is you can actually add it into this dressing, but I'll just add it straight into the bowl. So now that the spring onion is into the bowl, I'm going to get on to the feta. So I'm just using this Greek feta, soft and crunchy, and I use about half of it for a salad. There's only a half in there because I made the salad last night as well, so I'm just going to cut this up and be right back. Okay, so how I actually cut this is it's pretty fat here. So what I do is I cut this into a block, but I actually half the block sideways, and then I cut them into like cubes. So just to like make it seem like there's more feta, little like more chunks of it. Okay, so now I cut up all my feta and I'm gonna place it also into the bowl. Okay, so now I'm gonna take my lettuce. I don't really have like how much lettuce you put in. You can put in as many as you want. This is like some different types of lettuce. It's not just like normal lettuce. It's just like thing, I'm not really sure what it's called, but some greenery. So I'm also just gonna cut this up. Okay, so I cut up my lettuce and I also just placed it into the bowl. So this is what we have so far. We have cucumbers, tomatoes, spring onion, feta, and the lettuce or whatever you call it. So all we have left to do is cut up the radishes and then just put in the dressing. So I recommend washing them, of course, and cutting away those little green bits because I don't really like them. So I'm just going to cut them up and also place them into the bowl, and then I'm going to be right back. Okay, so I cut everything up. Everything is placed in the bowl now. I put away the cutting board, the knives, so I don't like hurt myself. I just took my big spoon and I just placed it in there, as you can see. Now I'm just going to take my dressing and kind of mix it and then just pour it in there. And now I'm just going to like mix it around. If I see that it's still a bit dry, I might add a little bit of olive oil, but usually this should be enough. So I'm just going to mix it and be right back. Okay, so now that everything is mixed together, the salad is done. You can now enjoy your salad, but I would suggest leaving it up for like 1 to 2 hours to like everything soak in and like mix the flavors. So hopefully you enjoyed this video and you try out this recipe because it's actually amazing. So bye guys, and see you in the next video.